This has 4 things: pork, paprika, salt, and garlic. No mysterious additives that require a chemistry degree to pronounce. This is
Tibesz Hús!
And today I'm not just making it, I'm here in Verotse to learn how Tibor and his team make sausage the way it was made before the chemists got involved. Here's what most people don't understand about Hungarian sausage. It's not complicated. It's not supposed to be. The best corbass is simple, but simple doesn't mean easy. Simple means every ingredient has to be perfect. Every step has to be intentional, and that's exactly what Tibor built his entire brand on. We're going to make this the way they make it at Tibesz Hús. No shortcuts, no nonsense. And at the end of this video, we're going to eat it, obviously. So make sure you stay to the end of the video because I've got some surprise for you. Before we touch a single piece of pork, let me tell you about the people behind this sausage. Because this isn't some faceless corporation pumping out pink slime. Tibor, everyone calls him Tibesz, started this butcher shop in Verotse, a small town along the Danube Bend in Hungary. That's about an hour north of Budapest. He didn't start with a factory. He started with what his grandfather taught him. Tibesz learned from his grandfather, who was the bully. That's the Hungarian word for a village butcher who would come to your farm to slaughter and process animals. This wasn't a job, it was a craft passed down through generations. And the rule was simple. You use the whole animal, you use real ingredients, and you don't cut corners just to save a few euros. In 2011, Tibesz opened his own shop. And here's what makes him different from almost every other butcher in Hungary. He decided to go back to the old way. No gluten, no soy, no dairy, no additives, just meat, spices, and technique. Gluten-free, soy-free, additives-free. That's not the marketing jargon on Tibesz Hús products. That's the actual philosophy of the business. And the sausage we're making today, it follows the exact same rules. So let's get into it. And now I'm here with Tibor. Hello, Tibor.
Ciao.
Hello, ciao. We're going to be doing the meat together. It's gonna be fun.
Cameraman.
Yeah, he's also the cameraman. So I'm the butcher and he's the cameraman today. And we're going to be doing this together, showing you around and showing you the quality that Tibesz Hús puts into the products that they offer right here in Hungary. What we're doing right now is cleaning the machines to be sure everything is hygienic before we proceed with the meat processing. It's very important, and Tibesz Hús does not joke with this because they hold their activities with high standards. So here is a quick tutorial on how it's done. This is the shredder. It shreds the meat. Next, we're going to move over here to cut the meat and make it as smooth as possible. Right here, we're going to use the collagen. This is the collagen that's going to be used as the casing for the meat. In Tibesz Hús, they don't use plastic for the meat. Rather, they use natural products. So everything is edible in the sausage. We insert it right into it, like this, and then push it, and then we exit.
That's my phone.
So what's happening right now, we're casing the blended meat into the collagen. And as you can see from this, this is real quality, premium. No chemicals, no additives. Another thing about this is that precision is everything, and you need to follow the rhythm. It's very important to follow the rhythm while doing this. Any mistake and everything just blurps out. So you need to be attentive as the machine is working. We buy this in the shop, but seeing as it's made, this is what we offer right here in Michael's menu. We give you behind the scenes of the different meals that you eat. The sausages have been prepared, and now we're taking it to the smoker to get cooked. It's a big batch. That's the thermometer to know the temperature of the vishli. And now the vault has been closed. We're getting ready to let them cook. The sausages are ready. Wow, look at this. smoked to perfection. After taking the sausages from the smoker, they are being sprayed with water to get them primed. It feels like a sauna right here. So after a very hard-working job right in the factory, we have the sausages ready. We're going to have them with ketchup and mayonnaise. The cheese with the mayonnaise and the ketchup. It's just a perfect combination of flavor. That feeling of you going through the whole process of preparing a sausage and then it being at your table is so satisfying. It's such a feeling that makes you proud. Proud that you could do something great, something natural, and something that is absolutely delicious. All right, that was the vishli. Delicious. But now, let's make the real star, the corbass. This is what corbass is made of. Pork. Not mechanically separated poultry. Not pork trimmings, actual pork shoulder and pork belly. Tibesz Hús uses high quality pork. If you start with bad meat, no amount of paprika can save you. The ratio here is critical. You want 70% lean from the shoulder and 30% fat from the belly. The fat isn't the filler, it's the flavor, it's the moisture. It's what gives corbass that juicy, bouncy texture that makes you close your eyes when you bite into it. But here's where Tibesz Hús and I agree on something that most home cooks get wrong: temperature. If your meat is warm, when it goes through the grinder, the fat smears. It turns into a pasty, greasy mess instead of those beautiful white flecks you want to see in good sausage. See that? That's what we want. The meat is cold enough that it's almost stiff. It's been in the freezer for a while. The grinder parts are ice cold. This is non-negotiable. This is what most people think paprika is. This is Hungarian paprika. This is the real stuff. It smells like sun-drenched peppers. It tastes like earth and sweetness and a little bit of smoke. This is what Tibesz Hús uses. And if you want your corbass to taste like Hungary, you will not compromise on this. The spice mix of traditional Hungarian corbass is deceptively simple. Paprika, fresh garlic, salt, black pepper, and that's it. No sugar, no weird preservatives, no natural flavors that aren't actually natural. This is how Hungarian sausage was made before the food scientists showed up and ruined everything. Now here is something Tibesz Hús does that's worth paying attention to. They don't just dump the spices in and hope for the best. They don't want to bite a sausage that's all paprika and then another bite that's all garlic. Every bite should be perfect. We switch our grinder to the stuffing plate. We get the casing all the way onto the tube, leaving a little overhang to tie off later. Then we start cranking, and here's where we need patience. We go slowly while doing it. We let the meat guide the casing. If you go too fast, you get air pockets. Air pockets are the enemy. They create gaps. They create weak points. They create sausage that explodes when you cook it. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Now we link it. Pinch, twist one direction, pinch, twist the other direction. We alternate so the links don't untwist themselves. It takes practice. For your first time, you will definitely make a mess, but that's okay. Practice makes perfect. My first time also looked like a crime scene. And if you get air pockets, which you will, take a sterilized pin and poke them. Let that air escape. This is how you avoid sausage tragedy. Nobody wants to bite into a sausage and get a pocket of steam instead of meat. Now, if you cooked this right now, you would have a delicious fresh sausage. But that's not what Tibesz Hús does. It's not what we are doing today. Traditional Hungarian corbass rests. It hangs. It develops. It's the old days. The buller would hang sausages in a cool, dry place for at least 24 hours. This does two things. First, it dries the surface, which helps the smoke adhere. Second, it allows a light fermentation to start, which deepens the flavor. Now, the smoke. This is where good corbass becomes great corbass. Tibesz Hús smokes their sausages and hot dogs in two different types of smoking rooms. The goal here is to cook the sausage through with the smoke. All right, enough talking. We've been at this for hours. Let's see if it was worth it. So I'm going to show you a comparison between the different stages of corbass. This right here is the first stage of corbass. which we just did, is still very fresh. And over here, we have the 1-week-old corbass. It's still kind of soft, puha. And of course, we have the 2-week-old corbass. It's very strong, as you can see, and not just phenom, very delicious. My primal instincts just kicked in right now. 2-week-old corbass, very good. These are the different stages of corbass that we have. Here in Hungary, we have a meal called paprika shkrumpli. And the paprika shkrumpli, we can use the 1-week-old corbass to do it. While it's very soft, we can get out the juices from it with the potatoes and all the seasonings that we've used for the paprika shkrumpli. This one is perfect with kenyir. It can be taken as a sandwich with bread. Making Hungarian sausage is not the easiest thing you would ever do in the kitchen, but it's the most rewarding. And you learn to respect your ingredients. You learn to trust your hands, and you end up with something that no store can ever give you. Tibesz Hús figured this out a long time ago. Real ingredients, no shortcuts. Let the meat speak for itself. That's not a marketing gimmick. That's how food is supposed to be made. Smash the like button if you're not afraid of a little paprika. Subscribe if you actually want to learn how to cook. And let me know in the comments which other traditional food you would like me to tackle. I'm thinking maybe a proper Hungarian goulash. Or maybe I'll come back to Tibesz Hús and make the Parigi from the scratch. All you have to do is just let me know. Michael's menu approved.